Hello, next community and Tracy at Groover Labs. So I wanted to show you the little display system that I've got up and running here. And so I'm going to do the Zulu card. And with any luck, I kept it simple. As I figure we've got the other system that has all the additional software already on it. And I thought for this one, as it's going to be used in a display, you know, if we have it just kind of the basics, and then I've got your custom screensaver as well as login set up. So with any luck, we'll be able to test them both here shortly. And it's just kind of going through the boot process. I think I'm going to bump it up to, no, well, we're already maxed. We're maxed at 32 mega memory, so that's good. And it's running nice and quiet. So, reboot complete. If we get a successful login, I'm going to go ahead and put in a little cable, SCSI cable, so it's not, you know, the long cable here, probably a mounting bracket, and just have to be patient. It takes a minute for it to figure out probably my custom login screen. So what I actually did was go into the next software, and under, let's see, it's user USR /LIB/ next step / you look for the login window, and there's an app, and so you have to do some kind of changing of the name of a couple files. I probably don't want to give instructions on how to do that, because one little slip up and it really messes up the whole operating system. If anybody's really truly interested in it, I would be happy to provide instructions. I just don't want to put them out here publicly because it could create a veritable mess and chaos. But the end result, as you can see, is I have a Groover Labs login screen natively in the next software. So Next Step actually thinks that's the Next Step login panel. So let's see if we log in here. And with any luck, it'll take us to the apps. Get a little bit of flicker. I might have a loose connection going into that monitor. Oh, let's see. Oh, there it goes. Ouch. All right. It seems to be good. And I can show you our little screensavers. So down in the corner, you'll see that gear. And we'll have to wait a minute till it loads everything. See the spinning beach ball, but that gear is for Metro Tools, and that's going to have our screensaver that I've set up, and it has Curt's images as a tribute to him. And here we go. And it should bring up Metro Tools. It just takes a second for it to launch. We're still loading stuff in. The fastest they could do for 1990. And yeah, so this is just a little next station that they're going to have in the lobby of Groover Labs. And it's a pretty neat facility they have out in Wichita, Kansas. It's kind of cooperative. We're people can go in and share and create ideas, be it software. They have some machine shops, 3D printing labs. It's a really neat idea, even conference rooms and, classrooms. So it's really helped revitalize that part of downtown Wichita. I think it's a really neat concept and would work in many cities, including, something like that here in Fort Collins would be very cool. So let's see, with any luck, we'll just continue to let the gerbils run on the treadmill. We're so used to the fast computers of today, but this was, a speed demon back in the day. And you can see that it's still doing stuff because it's got the gold light. And I'm donating the card and the software and stuff in my time. There we go. I knew good things would come. So, now if you see the mouse, we're still getting a spinning beach ball, which is interesting. I'm going to go back over here and see if we're actually... Okay, there's our workspace menu. That's good. And then what we're going to want to look for here in Metro Tools are these sunglasses. And that is what's called Nightshade. As they didn't officially have the name screensavers yet, Next, they developed screensavers on Next. Not many people know that. So it's kind of cool. There was also what's called the Next Halo. And so if the system is logged out and powered on, after about 30 to 45 minutes to prevent screen burn, a little Next logo would pop around the screen. And I've changed that to the Groover's Labs logo as well. So once it's all logged in and, things are set up, it does okay. It's just this initial power up. And so you'll see if you want to add files into here, you just have to create little TIFF files. And I've loaded a little app called Toy Viewer on here that lets you convert. In fact, let me put that up on the shelf. But in the interim, let's just do the screensaver and see how it works. So this is kind of neat. It's a little slideshow. And it may take a second to load up. It wouldn't be a live demo unless this type of thing happens, right? Let's preview. Will it let me preview anything? Okay, so let's go to do screensaver. It may, as I say, still be loading up stuff. We used to boot off, these jumbo hard drives, like the old Seagate Barracuda. And now we're using these little SD cards to boot. There we go. So if we do the screensaver, seems to be lagging a little bit. It may be just because of the length of the SCSI cable too. And the little computer's thinking, it's like, what in the heck did you just attach to me? I'm used to the old SCSI hard drives. Okay, so meanwhile, we're 9 minutes and 20 seconds in. And it'd be nice to have our screensaver up and running anytime now. Oh my gosh, I tell you. I'm going to try a little experiment here just for fun. I'm going to hook our Seagate Barracuda up and see if that maybe kicks a little... I might be able to just have both of them set up and see if I can transfer the information over from the little SD card over to the Barracuda and see if it'll work that way. And then hopefully it's going to be faster. It seems like it should be. I'm really kind of baffled as to why this is running so slow. I'm also going to try the red version of the Zulu card. Stay tuned, take two. I've kind of run out of patience here because, you know, this is just unbelievable. 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Bear with me. And I want to be patient shutting it down too, so that it doesn't mess up my image, so I have to go back over and rewrite it. So we'll just give it a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spinning beach ball. Okay, so what I can do, as this is taking a while, is go to Tools. All right, Processes. 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay. Yeah, it should be running this slow. Gosh, come on. I don't even think I really want to upload this this video. It's so long. But at least I have it booting. And it does work on the next station. So we're going to go ahead and kill, let's see, Metro Tools, if it will let me. Okay. Kill. I mean, geez, what in the... I don't understand what's taking up all the bandwidth here. Come on. Well, for one, I can see if the version 2 2040 runs a little snappier, because these are Extreme Pro SD cards too, so it should be fine. I'm only running a single 2 gig partition, and okay, we're gonna go ahead, kill the app just for my sanity. I'm gonna log out. Wow, let's go over here. Come on, mouse. I probably need a mouse pad over here too. Okay, log out. Watch, this will all be fast. Log out. I almost feel like something's bottlenecking this thing. We'll see if it's the Zulu card itself. We're going to try the 2040 card. Well, there's our screensaver, so we know it works. This is fascinating. Or it's just Curt saying hi to us. Hey, how's it going? We're just messing with your computer. He's probably like, what in the heck is going on? Okay. He's even at the bench there. Yeah, this isn't supposed to happen either. This is kind of cool. Okay. Spirits are afoot at the black hole. That was kind of highly unusual. I think it was just comedy from the, you know. I don't know what happened there, but we're going to go with it. Actually, if I log back... Okay, where's my mouse? Man, oh man. What happened to the mouse now? Oh boy. Come on. Really? Okay. Power off. Look at what is going on. I don't know, man. Right. Now, where's the mouse? We're gonna try and power off. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure what exactly that was about, but it's very funny to me. I know enough to be dangerous at times. This is all experimental, but at least I know that the Groover Labs Halo works, the login works, and apparently the screensaver kicks in randomly. So it's an adventure. Stay tuned. Actually, I'll just leave this thing running. We'll see how I'm going to quickly change out. Right? We're going to change out, go to the 2040. See how this works. See if we get a little bit more horsepower. If she's going to boot. And whether the image is transparent between the earlier 1.1 and 2.0, 2040, I should say. Zulu card. There we have it. I've just swapped them over. Power up and see what happens. Let her rip tater chip. Be able to tell in the boot process as well. And hopefully it's going to find it here. And kick over to the next screen. Okay. And we'll log in. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. See if it kind of funnels through. So far, it's been about a minute. I think we were 9 minutes and 20 seconds into the other one before it was able to launch. But I think it also must, when you, because I created the image in previous, on my Mac Mini, and then copied it over to an SD card reader, and then bringing it in for the first time on a next station or a cube, or maybe it just takes a while for it to align itself. But it also seems like the version between the 1.1 cards and the 2.0, I think maybe the processor makes a difference. This has a 2040, an RP 2040 processor. And we can tell that it's doing stuff because it's going through the script and the light's blinking. Whereas, the other one on the 1.1, it was just kind of solid. So I think it was kind of bottlenecking in there maybe a little bit. And right here, it kind of held up, cleaning up the login. And I think, I'm using that different graphic as well. So I wonder if the size of the login panel footprint makes a difference compared to the original next one. I don't think it would make too much of a difference. We have the size identical, and I'll have to explore how many kilobits the original image was and maybe match that as well. As I say, I'm experimenting with stuff, but it's kind of neat to be able to put in your own custom login and screensaver, especially a slideshow, as a lot of these systems are used in displays, and sometimes the displays are just kind of there where you cannot access and play with the computer. So it kind of gives, adding in pictures of how the next maybe were used at whatever university or business, or just, Steve Jobs slideshows, that type of thing. I think it's a pretty cool idea. And I just discovered the slideshow screensaver about a month or two ago. So I've already found that it's come in handy, like the display that we did for MIT. They really like all of the images of past alumni from MIT screensaver. So when it's going to sit in the on display, just behind glass and kind of rolling through that, I think it'll be very entertaining for people to, as you're walking through a museum just to see, hey, next, and maybe a blurb about, among other things besides the web, besides the 3D gaming engine, that screensavers were actually invented on Next. And they wanted to emulate Star Trek. That was their that was their motivation, and so they created the star field and the backspace app. And I could kind of show you that. I think I've shown it in a couple of these little videos that I do. Reboot complete. So with any luck, it's going to get past this part and give us a login screen. It should go gray. Then we'll get a spinning beach ball. Then we'll get a login panel that hopefully will say Groover Labs here shortly. Then I'll be able to log in. We're going to get another spinning beach ball as it loads everything up. It seems a little bit faster now. Instead of 9 minutes, I think we're only about 4 in using this 2040 card. And so far, so good. Let's see, the Groover Labs should come up here momentarily. And this is where I did that mod to the user lib next step login window app, I believe it's called. And you have to remove the app, change the name of the standard login window, change the name of loginwindow.app, and then you go in there and you find the login panel TIFF as well as the next Halo TIFF. Okay, so you rename the standard or the default TIFFs, and then you name your custom TIFF to those names, and you can change the login panel as well as the Halo or the, what we saw the Groover's Labs a few minutes ago. So it is working, I think. We'll find out here. So we're going to come up, and of course, by dropping it into, this is the equivalent of changing hard drives, right? Which is kind of neat if you think about it. That the SD is indeed transparent between Zulu 1.1 and 2.0. And I believe Blue SCSI, which kind of shows how close the code is for all of these different SDs. Now, the SCSI 2 SD that uses a completely different formatting and nomenclature. It's got a .sd, and you actually have an XML file that you go and configure. Oh, and that kind of gives you the footprint. So you have a matching footprint for your matching image, and your image is basically all your software. So you want those two to match. And in Zulu and Blue, they've advanced the software enough where it does that. Now we'll be able to see how long it takes to launch Metro Tools. And we are still, see the workspace, that's faster definitely. And we'll see how fast it brings up our Metro Tools. And then we're going to go ahead. I think I'm going to send him this 2040 card because it sure seems to be beating the heck out of the 1.1, even though they were 6 months apart. And come on. As I say, you have to be a little bit patient, but I'm throwing everything in the kitchen sink at these, in terms of speed and performance. And I don't know what it takes for these mono systems. I've never really thought about it. If you have like a color photo, for it to convert it to black and white in a screensaver, I'm wondering if that's a little bit of overhead too, and if those images should be converted to black and white. However, maybe they'll upgrade to a color system in the future, and they would have color images. We shall see. Sure is a nice a nice display, and he's heck of a nice gentleman. and found out I did business with him a few years back too. They found an old receipt for Black Hole. So that's always cool when I've, been able to help, families and universities or, individual customers get these old decks back up and running, be they for a tribute, a display, or, hobbyist use, and sometimes still in commercial use as well. So we'll try and hit this Metro Tools here one more time. I'm seeing the spinning beach ball, so it should launch it. And maybe it would launch a little quicker direct, but I figured putting it over here on the dock, I guess I could go ahead and set it up to maybe even auto launch in preferences. I certainly could try that. Let's see if we can do that here. Another thought I just had. Wow, this is turning into a 30-minute video. Of course, I'm running into the end of the day. I got some packages I'm going to have to drop off to the post office. But this is cool because I'm on the very end of another project, getting it completed. I just want to make sure it's right. And I don't think I'm going to kick it out the door, rush it out the door today. I want to make sure that, I'm going to try it with the Barracuda as well, the original Barracuda. And that'll give us an idea of the timings between the three different options. So that'll probably be part 2 of the video. And I think I can set the jumper on the Barracuda so it's drive 2. Then what I'll try and do is copy over all my custom stuff onto there as well and try that natively to see if it boots. Okay, for some reason we're kind of getting a little bit of a hang here. Where is my mouse cursor? Okay, there we go. As I say, I'm not sure why it's slouching along. This is an Extreme Pro card on an RP2040, just a 2 gig partition too. So it's not like it's loading 6 partitions like usual. But then again, it's got 32 megs of RAM. 1990 tech. It's doing stuff it normally wouldn't do, and we have friendly spirits in there checking our work, apparently. That's what I feel. And here's our beach ball again. Okay, so yeah, let's see if I can figure out maybe if we can launch even a console to see if there's anything maybe holding us up in the background. Couldn't find the launcher application. That is interesting. We didn't have that problem before. So, and that's looking like it's a Metro Tools error. Okay. Try it one more time. I'm getting there are weird things are going on here. I think we're being toyed with a bit. I'll get it figured out. Come on now. The launcher application. Okay, so it's saying Metro Tools App Launcher. What is that about? Under utilities, okay, if we go to local apps, all right, we could drop down here. I believe we had it under, did I have it up here under Metro Tools or did I have it in utilities? Let's go back up here. go here, and there is, my eyes. Metro Tools. I'm going to throw this back into the local apps directory so we have one less directory to go to. Come on. There we go. Let it drop into there. Now, and then I'm going to also put it up here on the shelf, along with Tiffany Toy Viewer. Ah, come on now. And I'm also going to find a mouse pad to make my life easier out here. Oh, come on, man. Dude. You guys are like, man, this is like an hour of our life we're not getting back. Hey, I'm really trying, I swear to God. I'm trying to be patient and everything else. Okay, let's go. I know this stuff should work. It works fine under previous. Just, the fact that I tore into the front end. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, okay, so let's see if we can do a screensaver. Oh, no. No? Yes? The fans go wild 31 minutes in. And we're maybe going to get a screensaver? No wagering? As I say, this shouldn't take this long either. I'm not sure. I made the images small enough where they should just appear fairly quickly. But maybe it's got to render all that stuff too. Any graphics experts out there, feel free to chime in if you're still awake. This could be one of those sleepy time videos, just put it on at the late hours of the night and you'll fall asleep and wake up and maybe there'll be a screensaver. It's the darkness, and we can see stuff is going on because that red light's blinking. All right, so it's not just me filming a blank screen. And we're going to try this Barracuda, right? That's going to be video too. Once I copy, or I'll maybe show how I would copy and paste over to it. As this should not take this long to just do a screensaver. So, how about we just try preview, see if it does anything there. And it should just bring it up. We're in our slideshow. How about if we just try any of these? How about any of these screen modules? Doesn't have to be the slideshow. It just seems like something is bogging this down, and it shouldn't be. I mean, we haven't done enough to blow up our swaps file space. Multi-modules? No, we don't want that one, probably. Of all the ones I could click on. Okay. How about just a Bezier? Okay, now let's see if its screensaver does it quickly. See, there shouldn't be this lag between this and the screensaver popping on. That's what I'm having a little issue with. Right? Where's our screensaver? Huh. Yeah, that should be happening. So, let's do, not preview. Let's go back to settings. Okay, so backdrop, preview, do screensaver. Oh my God. Okay, so it'll do that in the background. What about the slideshow? Do screensaver. Why is it doing this to me? 35 minutes in, folks. I tell you what. Okay, I saw something. I did see something. Now what's going on? That doesn't look... Okay, I think I know what's going on here. So if I go to local library, right? And this is probably on me. I think I know what's going on. No, it's not that. It's going to be these. And I want to do a dark forest on this. On these. Oh, come on. Ugh. Man, oh man. There we go. Yep. And dark forest is going to show me the size of these files in this folder. So hopefully it's installed on here. Come on, man. For the love of... Oh, gosh. You know, maybe I should think these out before I just jump into them a little more, right? But then it wouldn't be half as entertaining. You can see a guy struggle. Better me than you, right? Okay, demos. Dark forest. Be there. Come on, dude. Ow. Of course, I'm cramping up. Let's go up to here. Dark forest. And we got to do dark forest. Oh, good Lord. Ouch. Yeah, because it shouldn't take this long for this after launch. I am going to go ahead and we're going to shut down Metro Tools for now. Okay. Shuts down fast enough. We've got the dark forest going, and it shouldn't take this long to launch. And then I'm going to go back. I mean, we're only talking about a 2 gig partition, so it's not like I'm asking for a lot here. Local library. And we want to go to Groover Labs. And these are all our screensavers. Okay. So now Dark Forest is launched. And, Lord, come back here, go. And I want to look at local library, right? Please. Yeah, everything is just crawling on this. I'm going to take a look at the initialization file I dropped into here too. Maybe it's something to do with that. Make sure I got the right one. And okay, so if we go into Groover Labs logins, and then it should tell me the size of these files here shortly. So Dark Forest this stuff, man. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's just kilobit, that's not bad. I mean, these are all the right size. I've got them shrunken down. So there should be no reason this is bogging down this heavily. And for the heck of it, all right, since we're already 39 minutes in, I'm going to pop this, we'll just leave her running. Because I'm crazy like that. And I'm going to switch over to the Barracuda and see what she'll do, right? Okay, so if this thing ever powers off, we're going to see how fast the Barracuda is compared to these SD cards. They're like a turtle on a treadmill. Okay, power off. And I might just run my packages over to the post office. Okay, and we're gonna do this. Oh gosh. I should get a power splitter actually. Yeah. Oh, wait, it's just a power splitter. We're dropping this in. Okay. Then we're going to bring it over here. We're going to work a little magic. Connect it here. Set it on the power supply. Connect up my power splitter. All right, what are we doing? There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in the SCSI cable. Connect it up. I just realized the camera is facing me. Jeez. There we go. And there we go. So we got this all connected up. I've got a power splitter going in, SCSI cable. Let's see how fast this one goes. 4223 for the boot. As I recall, this Barracuda might make a noise. So you get kind of the rocket engine takeoff. And hopefully it still works. I wasn't sure if this would work or not. This label Steve. Interesting. Hey, maybe that's the computer's name is Steve. Okay. Seems like it's pretty fast. Yep. I tell you, the jury's still out on these SCSI 2 cards. That seems like a pretty quick boot to me. All right. You know, I'm just for the heck of it going to launch a screensaver. Developer demos. And I'll show you the star field. So, let's go over here. Space. There we go. Do screensaver. All right, yeah. So, hands down, the Barracuda smokes the SCSI 2, or the Zulu Cards. And that's why I'm going to have to take a look at the initialization file and make sure I've got it configured correctly, because it seems like it's running slow. Go do a couple tweaks and come back to this later, but there we have it. What I might do actually is, for my sanity, is I'm going to take the custom screensaver stuff and drop it onto that Barracuda, because it seems to be like it's a working drive. And I think it's going to run faster for them, honestly. And then figure out what I'm doing with the initialization card later. But I've got to run to the post office real quick. Stay tuned, more fun stuff to come from the black hole.